Coach Dempsey's squad itching for the program's fourth championship under his reign. As mentioned, their first since 2014. Central off to a roaring start. Tywan Clark punches it in from the one. Irish look unstoppable early. Following a night's fumble, Irish back at it again. Clark tallies another TD, keeps it himself for 18 yards. Central up 14-zip. Irish defense on fire as well. In the second quarter, Brayton Alls does it all. Senior picks off Jakari Long's pass, takes it all the way to the house thanks to some stellar blocking by Roman Foster and RJ Maddox. Central Catholic with a 3-score lead given Archbishop Hoban fits. Knights do get the offense going just before the break. Mr. Ohio football Lamar Sperling puts Hoban on the board, but the Irish add another before half for good measure. Clark hits Doria Hall this time. Irish leading 28-7 through 2 quarters of play. Now Hoban does keep it interesting. Mr. Ohio football Lamar Sperling finds the end zone twice more, the first from 49 yards out, but the Central defense was unbeatable from there. Irish D with the game-winning stop. Central Catholic snags its first state title since 2014 with its 28-21 victory over Archbishop Hoban. Congratulations to Coach Greg Dempsey and the entire Central Catholic community. For the latest from Canton, here's BCSN's Britt Del Barba.
Thanks, Claire. From the start, head coach Greg Dempsey knew he had something special in this Central Catholic program. It was after week 1 and that loss to St. Ed's that this group really came together, buckled down, and went on to win 15 straight en route to their 4th state title. Here's a reaction from your 2022 state champs.
Really, it just came down to we had to think about all the hard work we put in off season, and it came down to those final 2 minutes, so we really made that extra push. Oh, it's very special. These are my brothers. We started freshman year. We've been dreaming about this moment, and it just feels right to end off with a state championship.
We knew we was coming to this game. Their up front was really good, so we knew we had to come out and spread the ball around and try to get them out so we can try to run the ball. It's great. It's a brotherhood. I love them. I love them all to death, but it was a great run. It's just a blessing. It's a blessing. I just thank God.
Oh, it's huge. You know, last time you got here, you lost. That'll sting for about 7 years. Very proud of our kids, you know. Worried in the second half I was playing too much not to lose instead of to win. And the defense and kids covered us. What incredible performance. They're an amazing team, but that running back's something special. And to be able to come out on the good side of this, wow, Herculean effort.
Making their dreams a reality. There's plenty to be celebrated on Cherry Street. Claire, back to you.
Thank you so much, Britt. A chilly one out there in Canton this evening, but it didn't faze the Fighting Irish. Take a look at those final stats from that state title game. Tywan Clark, 7 for 13, 62 yards and a touchdown. He also added 15 carries for 77 yards and 2 scores. Chris Edmonds, 22 carries for 104 yards. Brayton Alls, you saw that huge pick 6 on defense. He also had 3 catches for 30 yards on offense. And for Mr. Ohio Lamar Sperling, 40 attempts, 356 yards, and 3 Hoban touchdowns. Let's send it back out to Canton. We're joined now by BCSN's Britt Del Barba and Justin Feldkamp.
Thanks, Claire. Justin, I feel like we have to start from the beginning with this one. The offense really gave themselves a hefty lead when it comes to Central Catholic. How are they able to expose Hoban's defense and provide that cushion for them going into the halftime?
Yeah, it was a complimentary football. We had the defense for Central Catholic, strip sack fumble there by DeAndre Ellis in the first half, led to a touchdown. Ty Clark was really elusive when there wasn't a pass to be made. He bought some time, he scrambled, he made first downs, he kept the chains moving. That led them to that early 14-0 lead, and they were in charge from the get-go, and Hoban was a little taken aback from that, I thought, and that allowed them to continue and push that lead to 28-7 at the half.
Yeah, I feel like penalties were the game changer in the first half, and Central Catholic was really able to capitalize on those and take advantage of them because there were flags flying when it came to Hoban.
Yeah, there was a number of mistakes made really on both sides of the ball. I think Hoban had more mistakes in the first half. Both teams had some mistakes in the second half, but that's going to happen. It's how you react to those types of situations, and that's what happened for Central Catholic. They got what they needed to do, and going against Lamar Sterling, I think both of us would agree he was as advertised, 356 yards on 40 carries, 3 touchdowns, and he is a University of Buffalo commit for a reason. He was shifty, he was elusive, he was fast. He just made plays for this team. Not quite enough to tie it up late. Their defense for Central got to stop on 4th and 3 when they needed it the most.
Yeah, he certainly proved why he's Ohio Mr. Football, or why he was named that today. But you mentioned it, the defense and that big stop, being able to bring the state championship back to Cherry Street. What does it mean for this program?
Oh, I mean, this is a tradition-rich program. They won 3 titles in 2004, 2012, and 2014. And then I thought when we were interviewing Coach Greg Dempsey after the game, he said when you come here and you lose, it stings. And this was a rematch of the 2015 state title game in which Central lost 33-20. And Coach Dempsey said, it stings for 7 years. So the sting is finally gone, and Central is back on top of Division II in the entire state of Ohio. 15-1 season. What a satisfying way, because they didn't like the way last year ended, Britt, with them losing in the regional finals, and they put in that work in the weight room, put in the work, extra work, in the words of Coach Dempsey, in the summer, and it paid off with conditioning and getting them all the way here. You think of 15 weeks of practice leading into this, week 16, it's a grind, and they got it done.
They did. It finally paid off, all of their hard work, and that results in a state championship that is back on Cherry Street.